this video, I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate to you how to work up the double crochet stitch. In the previous video, we learned how to do the half double crochet. So far we've learned how to do the slip knot, the foundation chain, the single crochet stitch, and the half double crochet. So let's go ahead and get started on doing the double crochet. Now, if you remember in the previous tutorial for the half double crochet, I told you guys to chain up, to chain one to create length for your stitch at the end of the row. Now, at the end of this row, since we're working the double crochet, we're going to go ahead and chain two. And this again is just giving length to the stitch because it is a longer stitch. So let's go ahead and just chain two. Okay, we're going to turn our work, and now let's go ahead and get started. The same way that we yarned over with the half double crochet, with the half double crochet, we're going to go ahead and do that with the double crochet. Okay, so we yarn over. We are going to push through the stitch. Again, the stitch is the V that you notice, okay? Each V is a stitch, and you're going to be pushing your hook through both of those loops, okay? Not just one, but both of the stitches, both of the loops that make up a stitch. So we yarned over and we pushed through. We're going to pull that working yarn through the stitch. You're left with 3 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over and pull through only 2 of those loops. Then you're left with 2 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over again and pull through the last 2. And that's a double crochet. Again, let's do that again together. We're going to yarn over, push through your stitch, pull the working yarn through the stitch and pull up a loop. You're left with 3 loops on your hook. We're going to yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops. We're left with 2 loops on our hook. We're going to yarn over again and pull the working yarn through the last 2 loops. Yarn over, push through the stitch, pull the working yarn through the stitch and pull up a loop. You're left with 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops only. You're left with 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through the final 2 loops on your hook. And there you go, you're creating your double crochet stitches. And as you can see, compared to the other stitches on your swatch, the double crochet is a taller stitch. Okay, let's go ahead and finish up the row. Yarn over, push through the stitch, pull the working yarn through the stitch. You have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through only 2. You're left with 2 on your hook. Yarn over again and pull through the final 2. Yarn over, push through the stitch, pull the working yarn through the stitch, pull up a loop. You're left with 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops on the hook. You're left with 2. Yarn over, pull through those final 2 loops. And that's your double crochet stitch. Let's go ahead and finish up the row. We have just 2 more stitches left. Yarn over, push through your stitch, pull the working yarn through and pull up a loop. You're left with 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through only 2 loops that were on the hook, the first 2 loops. Yarn over, pull through the final 2 loops. Now with the last stitch, okay, the last stitch is always the trickiest to find at the end of the row, but you're just looking for the signature V. Okay, as you can see here, it's a V right there. And I'm going to work through those 2 loops, which create that stitch. Yarn over, push through. You can use your other finger, as I do sometimes, to kind of push your hook through. It's always tricky, that last stitch. You're going to pull the yarn through. You have 3 loops left on your hook. Yarn over, pull through the first 2, pull through the second 2. And now you've created your double crochet stitches, which are right here, and as you can see, they are taller. Now in the last final tutorial, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to work up the triple crochet. I'll see you there.